Okay, so here's the video that I said I'll publish after 2 days. This is Vedant's clip, and he's talking about how he's feeling about United and United sacking Amorim. So, yeah, and again, if you have any opinions on this, do comment, and it will just help us out building this channel again. All right.
Right. So, I have a lot of thoughts going on in my head regarding what happened, and I'm trying to just recollect and flesh out what the main takeaways from this entire saga should be. Now, I'm not going to dive deep into you know the specifics of whatever happened, every incident, every match result, or something like that, because then that'll take like a week to completely decipher and then dissect and arrive at a conclusion. I just want to focus on the overall things that have been going on in my head. So when Amarim basically was announced, I was pretty excited because he was this young, vibrant coach with who had proved himself at Sporting, who had won a lot of things playing a specific system of his, and it was something that was new coming into Manchester United because the only three at the back manager we had signed since Sir Alex was Jose Mourinho. So, and then this guy also idolized Mourinho in an era where everyone is a Pep Guardiola student. This guy he liked Jose Mourinho. So it was something new. I thought we were going to see some really energetic, vibrant football, and he did bring about some positives, which is, set a standard for. He improved the ceiling of the squad in terms of physicality, in terms of the overall energy, the overall effort that players put on the pitch, in terms of pressing, in terms of tracking back, which was not there earlier. And the players who did not like it, he did not entertain them. He, got them out of the squad, being very arrogant and being very persistent. The negatives, of course, were the results. We finished 15th. We lost the Europa League final to Spurs, and there was no such consistency in terms of the system that this manager was trying to build into the team. Now, here comes the main catch. When the board hired Amorim, they knew what they were going to get, which is a manager who has only played one system throughout his managerial career, who is very adamant on specific profiles for his system to thrive, and who is not that flexible if things don't go his way. The board knew that, and they still signed off on him to bring him to Manchester United. And when something like that happens, you expect the people in charge to believe in the manager's ideas, the manager's philosophy, and no matter what happens, to believe that this guy will take the team to the next level and to success. Which, I'll be fair to the board, they did back Amorim in spite of our league finish, in spite of that Europa League final loss. They did back him in the summer, but you have to understand that any rebuild project is not just like a one season thing or a one window thing. It takes a lot of time for a manager, especially this young, who is still learning on the job, to get where he wants. And especially with a guy like Amorim, who plays such a specific system that needs players uh, that suit that philosophy so well. Otherwise, you cannot. Otherwise, we saw what happened when you put players out of their position where they do not thrive in. The results do not come. So when the board knew all of this, and they did back him, and they had a lot of chances to sack him earlier when he made comments like he wanted to quit, where he was so adamant, he said that he will not change the system at all, where he threw players under the bus, where he targeted youth players. He even was so adamant to, get Marcus Rashford, a club legend, not a legend, but a really great player of this club, out of the team just because he did not like him. We saw this with Kobe Mainu earlier we have been seeing this in this season as well. So the board had a lot of reasons to see that maybe this is not going their way, and they probably made a mistake. And then when they saw that things were not working out, they practically forced him to play a four at the back system, which is ridiculous, because if you wanted that, then why did you hire a guy who only knows one system to be in charge of this club? And now when he called you out, uh, because you did not give him the signings, you sack him. Like, okay, fair enough, the results were going the way you would want them to be, but then why just do this half thing of trusting managers and not giving them enough time or enough backing, and then regretting your decisions midway through the season? They did that with Eric Ten Hag as well. They could have sacked him after the FA Cup final, but they kept him. They gave him like so much of money to spend, and then eventually, when the inevitable happened, they sacked him. They got Amorim. They did the same thing with him. Now they've sacked him. Now they're saying that the next manager will probably come in the summer. United will probably stick with an interim manager, which will probably be Darren Fletcher. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea what to expect from the team. Maybe this team is more suited to a four at the back. Maybe we will get results. That is completely different. What my thinking is that maybe this board management is not up to the mark right now. They cannot get another manager wrong, because then that will mean that's like three 3 years wasted, because they signed the wrong guy, they trusted him, they realized their mistake way too late, they were afraid to take the decision at the right time, and then the club, the players, the fans, they paid for their mistakes. So I don't know what's going to happen. This probably just sounds like a really big rant with no actual uh, conclusion to drive out of it, but it's just my thoughts at this moment, because I don't know. I'll probably need a day or two to uh, completely categorize them. But yeah, it is just what it is.
And that's it. If you like this video, do subscribe. The Ground Podcast is something that I do for fun, where I like sports. So I look at sports stories, I look at stats and make a video on it. And I could be wrong, I could be right. If you have anything to say, do comment. And do check out my other channel, Navigating, which is focused on talking about media and information and how it shapes us, from ads, movies, news, and social media. All of the things I feel really shape culture and our social lives. So do check out that channel as well. And yeah, until next time.